Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Well, we didn't get much of a countdown on that one. Yes, the game started and I haven't even announced anything. You're looking at the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG, one of only two premiums left in the game on the Arty side. Should be more. Wargaming would make a fortune from selling them. Well, this one's located on the north spawn of Erlenberg, and it's under the command of HAYSEED1776. And as you can probably guess, he's on the NA server. In fact, he's a long-serving member of What Arty Noobs, and that AMX almost skidded to all and did a flip in front of us. That would have been embarrassing. Okay, Hayseed is looking for an enemy target at the moment. He's got a 105mm light field howitzer to play with, 410 alpha, 53mm of pen, and as you can see, burst radius of 1.91 meters, so he can actually hit enemy tanks even if the shells land just next door to them. Now, the standard reload for this Arty is normally 8.93 seconds, or 8.92 actually, and we can see that Hayseed's got 7.51. Now, those few shots that he's fired so far, they were more snap than anything. They weren't fully aimed in shots because, of course, he wasn't fully dialed in, and he was hoping that he might get some damage off them anyway. But yes, you need to let it dial in before you fire to get accurate shots. And that's what he was trying to do there with the Chi-He. Trying to get it really tight and accurate, aiming at the point where they're going to be. Ooh, that was so close to getting a direct hit. A lot of Arty play is about watching the enemy tank behavior. If you're a decent Arty player, you can actually work out what the enemy's going to be doing. And you can predict that. And that means you can lay the path of the shell. You can put the shell where you expect the enemy to be. So it's not guesswork. It's actually estimation based on observation. Yes, so it's estimation based on observation. We don't do it just snap. Well, some players do snapshots. Well, we actually do watch the enemies to see what they're doing. You see there, he's actually trying to get shots on the ELC because he can see he's driving down the road as fast as possible, so he can generally predict his path. But if you want to be really accurate on an enemy tank, you really need to see how they're moving backwards and forwards past an aim point, and then to lay the shell at the point where you think that the enemy is going to drive through the aim point. Well, there he's plumped around in, unfortunately wasn't fully dialed in, so he didn't get the shot on target. And he's wasting a lot of ammunition, I must say, but oh, he did finally get a kill, and he's killed the Wolverine at long range, and it was a blind hit at that. Okay, the P2640 there, you can dial in on that one, get it really nice and tight. When that guy moves forward, he'll get the hit. Okay, shell hit the building. Let's see if you can get this one closer. Can't actually see the P2640, but he's very low on hit points. Oh, and look at this, a T6 medium comes in, but unfortunately the Bishop gets the kill before we do, because he can see the guy move up. Oh, there's the P26. He fires. He scores! Another kill. See how it's done? You know that the enemy's going to move to a spot, so you predict that they're going to go to that spot. You aim at that spot, and when they do move to that spot, you kill them. And it's all by watching what the enemy does. In fact, this sort of prediction or ability to estimate where the enemy's going is actually incredibly useful in a battle by allowing you to see where the enemy flanks are operating, to see what they're going to do next. Are they going up one flank as opposed to another? Are they trying to come up the middle? And you can reposition yourself to take advantage of that. At the moment, Hayseed's not moving from his current firing position, but he's actually outside the range of that KV-1 SA, but if he keeps moving forward, he will actually come within range. You can see the shell The reticule's flattened, which means it's maximum range. But you can see the shell landed a short distance away from the KV-1SA. Now he's trying to hit this enemy tank, the Matilda. Unfortunately, again, he just pulled back out of range. Still trying to get a shot on target. Matilda's heavily armored, so very difficult to take out with one shot. You need to hit the ammo rack and make it go bang. He's still firing. Unfortunately, you only get 50 shells in the VP, so we call it VP La Pew Pew because it's French and it pews a lot at the enemy. You need to make proper use of your shells by only firing when you're absolutely certain you can get a hit. If you snapshot, you are wasting ammunition, really. And we try to persuade people not to do that, to hold on to their shells as much as they can and get accurate hits. In some of the battles we've shown recently, you can actually see that some players have only used half of their ammunition, and yet they've actually scored major damage on the enemy by doing that. Well, not specifically by doing that, but they've actually used their skill to get damage on the enemy without wasting ammunition. Now, that's a bit of a snapshot, but he did get a direct hit. Sometimes, every now and then, a snapshot will hit the target bang on. Ideally, you should let it dial in before you shoot. That Chi-Nu is sitting still. No, you see, it wasn't fully dialed in. Let it settle before you shoot. That's it. Rounds out. Again, it falls short. He changed his target to go for this P2640, and he could take that guy out with one shot. And he does get us some damage. The shell landed next to him for 144. Can he get the kill shot? Yes, he does. This time, he does. 3 kills now. Okay, the score is even at the moment. There's a lot of enemy tanks on the... Well, I say a lot. There's 2 enemy tanks on the west side of the map. But there are a few on the east side. Very few. Just that Chi-Nu at the moment. And you can see now that HAYSEED is running short on ammunition. He needs to conserve his ammunition, otherwise he'll run out and then he won't be able to do anything about the enemy. He's elected to carry some premium rounds. Oh, another kill, the Chi-Nu this time. He was stationary for too long. And this time HAYSEED knocked him out. So 4 kills now. Can he get any more? There's only 5 enemy left, but there's only 5 left on our team as well. And a few of our team members are badly wounded. You can see that M5 has only got 29 hit points, so one shot could take him out of the game. Okay, HAYSEED's trying to indicate that the enemy is on the west side of the map. Oh, again, he's firing snap, and it really doesn't help you. You're down to 13 rounds of HE now. And again, now down to 12. It's not going to help. The Bishop is firing in that general direction as well. But it doesn't work. Hold on to your ammo. Don't waste it. Make good use of it. There'll come a time when you'll need to be loaded and you will have run out of ammo because you blew all of the shells. And now we've spotted a couple of enemy players, and there's the gorilla. Oh, and he fired snap again. HAYSEED needs to learn to control the use of his ammo. He's firing snap too much. That gorilla is desperately not trying to go into the deep water. Again, he's blowing his ammunition away. Can he get the hit kill on the gorilla? We think he's there. Oh, he did get him. So that's his 5th kill. One more and he will get the Top Gun. SU-122 lands short. You need to let it dial in. Let it settle. That's it. Let it settle. Oh, and the target goes down, but can he hit this Matilda? There's only 2 enemies left, a KV-1SA and the Matilda, And he can't see them at the moment. He's still blasting away. He's down to 4 rounds of HE now. Why is HE important? Well, with HE rounds, you only have to land a shell near the target to get damage. But with the premium rounds, the heat rounds or the armor piercing, you can actually land, if you land the shell on the enemy, then you get the full effect. But it's only 350 alpha. He's elected not to carry any heat rounds. They have 104 millimeters of pen, and the armor piercing rounds, well, they've got 350 alpha as well, but they've only got 64 millimeters of pen. So, and as I said, you need to get a direct hit to make those work. With the HE, you only need to get a near miss, close enough inside the damage radius of 1.91 meters, and you will get damage on the enemy. Now, that KV-1SA could be heading in our direction at this moment. The good thing about our little Arty is that it does have a 390 meter view range. So if the enemy does get close and he's spotted, he should get a 6th sense warning, but it'll also possibly see the enemy tank. There's the Matilda, and he is a 2-shot at least, I'd say. He does get 1 hit, 79 hit points. Can he get the kill shot? He's down to 3 hit points. Yes, he does, and that's a Top Gun. And I think we're about to cap out in this game. And that's it. They capped out without killing the KV-1SA. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the second-class tanker for HAYSEED1776 in the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that we know and love as VP La Pew Pew. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 14 in that one. One tank in particular, the Chi-Nu, yes, he got hit pretty badly. 4 critical hits on him. 4 critical hits on the Matilda and 3 critical hits on the P2640. So he was doing a lot of damage to those tanks. He also managed to get a Top Gun for killing at least 6 enemy tanks. And in this game, you can see he did get penetrating shots on quite a few of the enemy. He penetrated the P2640, the Gorilla, the Chi-Nu, and also the M10 Wolverine. The first kill that he made in the game, that was a penetrating shot. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game, but he did come fairly close. The highest damage in the game turned out to be the Stugdrei Ausrung G, who got 1,295 hit points. Second highest was the P2640 on the enemy team, 1,217. And the third highest turned out to be their T40 with 1,144. Now, there was 2 players ahead of HAYSEED in this game, and there were 3 players ahead of him on the enemy team, which means he's in 6th place on damage with 966 hit points. But when it came to kills, he was top of the tree, yes, because he got 6 kills, the highest number in the game. 2 kills went to the Stugdrei Ausrung G, and also to the Gorilla, the Matilda, the P2640 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's the M5 Steward who got the top with 824, mostly because he was a tier 5 tank and he was doing a lot of spotting. And in second place, we've got HAYSEED with 720, so second highest on base XP. 669 went to the Stugdrei Ausrung G, got the highest damage. He fired 48 rounds, so he only had 2 rounds spare at the end of that game. Yes, I'm afraid he does like firing a lot of shots, Snap, and maybe if he actually let the aim dial in more precisely on the target, he would get really accurate shots, and then he wouldn't use all of his shells up. He would actually end up the game after having only used, say, half of his ammo, but getting almost as many or even more kills as a result. He got 4 penetrating shots and 11 splashes, 966 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 6 of the enemy, and got 109 hit points of damage assistance. He earned a profit off this game, 18,828 credits, and he also took away 9,612 experience points after getting a personal missions payout of 7,020. So very well done on that. Now, yes, as I say, a lot of players like the PP and they bought it because it's great fun. It's a premium Arty, and they just go out there and take it out for a blast, and they're not too worried about getting accurate shots. They just want to fire as much as they can at the enemy. And the thing is, HAYSEED's a very good player. He knows how to get top guns in this little Arty. And I know that if he didn't actually blow his shells away so much, he will probably end up with very, very good results indeed, possibly even Radley Walters and Pools medals. He just needs to let that aim dial in a little bit closer, get it really close on the enemy before he shoots, and then each shell will hit the target and he'll do maximum damage and possibly get more penetration shots. So I do hope he takes that message to heart, because he really can be very, very good. And after all, he did get the highest number of kills in this game, which meant, of course, that he was a great help to his teammates. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.